March 30th, my album comes out. I'm gonna look at the camera. March 30th, yesterday's tomorrow night. My first album ever is coming out. Yes. We've been working on it for the last 2 years now. In the studio for about the last 2 years, but we've been preparing it. I've been preparing it for the last 4 years, and I never wanted to make an album just to make an album with songs and put them together and just fucking throw it out, and for me, I need to have a story. As an artist, it's I want to stand for something. I don't want to come out and make songs, because I've done that before as an artist. I've started since I was 15 of just making music, but just to make it, It made me feel good, but it wasn't who I was. It just made me feel good. So it's me searching for happiness and knowing that I love it, but I wanted to give you something. I wanted to give you something to hold and something to feel and something that you can walk away from and understand something and make it bigger than yourself. So, dealing with cancer and, dealing with heartbreak and dealing with depression and anxiety and dealing with loss, and you have to figure out how to find yourself, because that's life. That's fucking life. All of that is life.
Yeah.
So you have to go through the fucking rock bottom and hit it several times to understand what up here is like up here and the top. You don't know what that's like, but you gotta hit it to understand life. I've been writing in this journal for the last 4 years, which I have because the first day I did my chemotherapy, there was a woman next to me and she was like, "What do you love to do?" I was like, "I love to make music." And she grabbed my hand and looked at me in the eye and she was like, "Do you really love to make music?" Okay, yeah, that's kind of... yeah, I do love to make music. Would you die for music? I'm I have fucking chemo in my veins pumping right now, and I'm pretty sure I'm dying right now, but yes, that's a weird question. Yes, of course I would die for music, but I had to think about it. And if I said I would die for music, then it's it would be my injustice if I don't deliver music that would make you feel, And from that moment, she was the biggest regret I have is not writing what I did down in my 20s. Because through chemo and Alzheimer's, all this stuff, she forgot everything. She forgot her 20s, and she was just so in awe, because I just turned 20 when I got diagnosed. It was a week after. So she's like, "Do me a favor and write in a journal in your 20s. Okay. Next day, my brother got me a journal, brought it to chemo, and he's like, "Start your story. Start your journey now. This is when it begins." And so I've been writing in that for the last 4 years, through all my ups and downs and through all my successes and failures, and put it together. And I met with some producers. I met with Tim Subi, who's my executive producer on the album, and I shared my story with him, and me and him just kind of caught a vibe, and he scored. He's a film composer, and so he scored all my stories from my journal, and we made an album. I don't care if you love the music. I'm not asking you to love the music. I'm asking you to love yourself through my music. My first manager put this rap group together. It was me and my 2 best friends, and he was like, "You have this tone. I want you to start singing in the group." All my friends are like, "That's whack, dude. You want to be a singer?" I'm like, "No." And he's like, "No, you can rap too, but you're not that good." He was like, "I'll get you vocal lessons, yada yada." And I was on the edge. I was like, I don't know. A couple weeks later, he passed away, and that was the first person to ever believe in me, to be like, "Yo, I'm gonna make you an album. I'm gonna sign you. I'm gonna do this whole thing." And after that, after he passed, I started singing, because I was like, he said it for a reason, And so I kind of dedicated that start of my jump to him. And so it kind of got me here, so it was all thanks to him. But, I've never toured, I've never done that, so it's for me, the music's bigger than me. I need to touch people, I need to be in people's face to tell them, wake up, and just listen to my story, hopefully it inspires you to tell yours.